I don't like it, New York City's. I don't like it at all. But me, Sam, and Bam are here to talk about it. Let's do this. I guess this is the way uh, championships are won. It has to be game sevens, right, Ben?
It's not supposed to be easy, but it's not supposed to be hard for the reasons it's hard. That's the deflating part.
That game three meant so much more than like it just feels like we pissed that game away. I don't know why I'm so mad at Joe Harris. I don't feel like, he's supposed to take over for Kyrie Irving, but ever since that Philly series, he's been a no-show in playoffs for me. I'd really like to see what he's shooting in the playoffs overall, but this evening was such a gut punch. I didn't even want to look at stats. I didn't want to look at game logs. I just wanted to come on here and just cry with my friends.
Well, I can tell you, he's 5 for 24 in the last 4 games.
Jesus, that's not brutal. That's almost like proving you're just not the guy. Sam, a lot of feelings in our group chat. Why don't you start us off on this bitch fest? Let's come.
I mean, look, I came out after that game 5, kind of similar to you guys, and was in a state of total shock that we won.
Yeah,
and
we stole one, man.
And now I'm annoyed because I truly think that this game was winnable, and the Joe Harris thing is really frustrating, and it's irritating because it's not just that he's not shooting well, because he isn't shooting well. He's shooting horribly. It's that he's playing poor defense. He's not fighting through screens. He's not boxing out that well. He's just an overall cataclysmic disaster. And and it's hard to say that anyone else really is to blame, because to be honest, it's not Jeff Green did his thing last game, and Green is also playing through plantar fasciitis. Harden's doing as much as he can. And, Durant obviously had one of those 32 and 11, and his percentages were good, but the turnovers that he had were killer. So it wasn't
he was seeing quadruple, triple. He saw no less than double teams.
Yeah,
and he took a lot of punishment.
So
I can't be mad at Kevin.
Upset with him, and I think Blake did his part also. The Harris thing is just he is the guy where if you're getting a mediocre shooting performance, as Bam just said, I saw that 5 to 24 stat, that's shooting 20%. If he was shooting 30%, which would still be really bad for him as someone who's shooting close to 50, the series is done.
Right. We win this series if he's normal. I mean, it's not normal times. It's playoffs.
We sweep the series if he's normal. We the series is done if he's shooting 30%. Literally, he was a 50% shooter in the regular season. He's now a 20% shooter.
Yeah.
It's a combination of factors. I mean, he first of all, he didn't get that many looks tonight. And as for defensively, I don't understand why he's ever guarding Middleton on purpose.
I agree.
Yeah.
They're two different class of athlete. I mean, one guy is Middleton is like a poor man's Durant in some fashion.
Yeah. No.
Why is he guarding? I don't understand. I said it in the chat at one point in the game,
but my thing to their defense is, who can they add besides what they have on the floor? They're switching onto him.
Guarding Tucker to start possessions. You got to at least put Middleton on there and start him on Middleton and try to fight through screens, or how about, God forbid, they trap him off a screen.
Nah, man.
They
Just...
haven't tried anything to get the ball out of his hands. I mean, this is just so deflating. It really is.
Yeah.
Because the way the game played out tonight is the way it should play out. They are better than the Nets as currently constructed. Yep. It's not even close. Of the four best players in the series, the best three of them are on Milwaukee, right? And
no,
can't.
The best players in the series has been Kevin Durant.
No,
but then the next three, right? Then the next three goes to them, and part of that has to do with Kyrie being hurt. Like,
that has everything to do with it, as well as James. But they are.
Yeah,
that's what that game.
And we're getting nothing from our 3-point shooters. Like Shamet is just as bad. You got a number on Shamet? How bad has he been?
Well, all I know is at one point, at halftime Shamet had played 10 minutes, he had 2 points, and Harris had played 19, and he had 2 points.
Yeah, can't win like that. Can't win against a top 5 defense and the top 1 offense in the NBA.
But the big issue, which was something that like you could see during the game, and we were texting about a little bit, is and I actually just tweeted this basically also, is like they're basically caught in a catch-22 because they wanna play they want to get wide open looks, but they also want to have Harden on the floor. And when Harden's on the floor, they can't push the ball because he physically is unable to do it. But without Harden, then the team is like kind of discombobulated, and like there's no one who can really run the show. But then when Harden's on the floor, like a couple of the analytics guys that I follow, like Nate Duncan and Hollinger, were talking about this, like Harden isn't boxing out because he just can't really like do it, and he also can't play any defense, so he's basically like not really doing much. And so that's why, like, I mean that's lost every loose ball, which I'm not blaming on just Harden. He obviously is like only one person. The Bucks are much bigger, but it's hard to get anything going when it takes Harden like 11 seconds to get up the court and start the offense.
Right.
And there's some possessions he'll pass it to Griffin, and then he just stands there. You can't have a motion offense when you have an immobile player out there.
Right.
Bam, go a step further. Not only does he stand there, but he doesn't even really move off the ball. So you basically have a clock at the top of the key.
Right.
Yeah, they kept on getting the game down to 5, like over and over and over again. And like I watched this stupid game on like 3 different TVs in my house, trying to change the mojo, and it just was bad. Like I got my 17-year-old throwing a get together for her graduation, and all I'm doing is moving around the house, and teenagers are looking at my sadness.
Yeah.
It just sucks, yo.
So like I hope I'm never that guy.
I'm that guy. Oh my god.
It's tough. I mean, it's going to be it's tough for them to score, and I know Harden put some buckets up tonight, but it's not.
I hate that we have to be mad at Joe Harris. I really like Joe Harris, but he fucking sucks in the playoffs. And I also like Shamet, but Sham ain't it. Like that dude, he can't defend. He can't he's not 3 and D. He's only 3, and when he can't hit a 3, he's useless.
But Shamet got 2 looks today, and they were both layups. Like he didn't even get a chance to shoot a 3 today. Like he literally was 0 for 2, and he got fouled on a 3 and made 2 of his 3 free throws. Nash has basically gone to using 5 guys, basically 5. Like Shamet's the 6th.
So are you guys like what they're saying on? Nets Twitter is pretty clear that they're laying this at Nash's feet. I don't think this is a Nash problem. I don't think we have people. We don't have the horses.
Yeah, there's no guys. I think blaming it on. I have no issue criticizing Nash when I think there's a moment to criticize him. Like there's absolutely nothing. It's not like he's working with like all these different lineup machinations and he's screwing up. I mean, he's literally down to like 5 to 6, maybe 7 NBA players, and the rest of the guys are not just are not full-time starters. Like, not to mention that even two or three of the guys that he's playing right now are totally beat up. I mean, like the green plantar fasciitis. Blake looks like he's totally taking a beating. Which Harden, obviously. Like, I mean, they're basically playing with like 2 healthy guys right now. Like, I don't know. I think the game plan must be incredibly hard, especially because they're a team that usually spreads the ball and makes quick passing and stuff like that. But because Harden can't beat anyone, it's just an ugly offense. Like, I almost wonder. I mean, it sucks that Mike James thinks that he's Oscar Robertson, because it would have been way more fun to have him just like penetrate and then kick out and then at least like start the motion that way. But like that just doesn't seem like his thing.
He's going to have to give him some minutes, at least in the first half. See if he hits a couple. They're going to need points from other people.
Right.
Durant, one thing for Durant, though, you have to say he's not getting off to good. He's playing much better in the second half of these games. He can't have a 6 for 15 first half.
Yeah.
I know that's laying a lot at his feet, but if that happens, they're going to get down. Now, look at these 2 swings in this game, though. At the end of the first half, they had it to 5. It finished at 11. Same thing in the third quarter. That they finished those 2 quarters horribly.
And both of those things had to do with Joe Harris. Joe Harris came down. He missed the wide open shot that would have made it 2. Yeah. They were down 5. Comes out. He they hit him in the wing. With a wide open 3, misses it, comes down, can't play defense on Middleton. He hits a 3, swings it to 8. Then they turn over
Harden
the ball
comes down, tries to draw a foul in a 3.
Right, and
the
11 points.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Harris missed 3 in the as you guys just said, the Harris missed 3 in the first half that then led to 2 Middleton threes, coupled with the Harris 3 that he made, which was like considered this massive deal, coupled with him then fouling Middleton and sucking the life out of the Nets, like, which also, by the way, every single person who I trust on Twitter was basically like, that should have been a foul on the floor. But I thought the officiating was horrendous. I think this whole series has been an abomination.
I'm not gonna lay it at officiating fee. I just think that the Nets, we're playing without any centers. We have one on the bench. True. He's not good. He gets $10 million a year. He's got 2 more years left, but he can't play. And
you might have to think about it, though. One thing he does do is create, wide screen radiuses. He is our best screener.
And he should be the best point of the attack rim protector too. Like I think he can meet Giannis there. Because they're all going straight to the rim, because Blake doesn't. That's not what Blake does. Even though he's had a good series, I don't know, man. I think we come home and we win Game 7. I don't know how. I don't know how. I have no logic behind it, but I'll lay it at the feet of this logic, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong. I think we have the best player. I grew up with Michael Jordan ripping my heart out year after year, even when it wasn't my team, just rooting against him just for somebody to beat him. And the reason why I think he won time after time, and he ran up against some teams that were maybe better, when you look at the 5 players that was with them, but he was the best player, and he won the series.
He had his Pippen.
We don't have a Pippen. Not right now. I just think he does it. I really do. I believe in a guy like that. I believe in this Nets team. I think I say it all the time. I think it's our time, and we just got to have some good vibes. And I'll be in the building.
Chance Kyrie's back? I mean, I doubt it, right?
No way.
I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it because of Kyrie. I don't think Kyrie is risking his body. The soonest I think we would see Kyrie is probably like in the middle of a next round, but we don't even know if we could get there. I don't want us to be defeated. I still think as long as we have the very best guy, and we're going to be at home.